It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll set up to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mika Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines.
He's got room at the 30, down to the 10.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Again, it'll be Taylor.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Hines, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. they're going to look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Dawson Knox from 3 yards out. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First carry for Najee Harris.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Rodgers on the return. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here's Pickett.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Pickett right back to the air again.
He gets it complete to Harris.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on third down, Pickett.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Boswell's kick is good. And they're on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Back to throw here.
This one completes Alec Pierce. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they wanted to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with the receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They fire this one quickly to Austin.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Completes it to Austin. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice time.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Kwity Paye in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Pickett back to throw.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Najee Harris,
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
and the Steelers have taken the lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. On the defensive end, Cameron Sutton with a tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Here's Austin. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Second and 10. It's Pickett again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have their learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Pat Freiermuth, the intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Looking to throw, Pickett. This one finds Austin outright. He's got the first down and more. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That swung out wide to Harris.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and 1. Campbell making the catch. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Hines. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throw left side here complete to Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Paris Campbell from a yard out.
And the Colts use the short field to get in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back. And now here is another interception.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Oh, he shifts past him. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now Pickett.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Running left, Taylor.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here's Hines. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. His throw incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Austin.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Working with a 2nd and 4. Harris running straight ahead and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pickett to throw on 1st down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. He finds Austin complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The drive will start with an option going left.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And he's got this down to the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman,
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about it.
And, my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
113 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Up the middle. Here's Taylor. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a...
I'm really out for blood this time, look.